Hi guys, I'm Amanda. For those of you who may not know me, you probably found this video because you already do follow me on some sort of social media account. I wanted to start YouTube video logging. I follow a lot of girls who do the YouTube videos. They do the vlogs, they've vlogged their whole entire prep so far. I'm a little late. So week out from my first national show, NPC Team Universe in Teaneck, New Jersey. I'm a little late coming into the YouTube world only because I guess in the beginning of my prep, I started around March. I was still finishing up my last semester of undergrad. I graduated at the University of Rhode Island with my Bachelor's of Science of Nursing. So it was really, really, really hectic in the beginning of my prep, just like finishing up school. I had 8,000 things to do and like get ready to. I moved from Rhode Island to California 3 weeks ago, so I've been here for a little while. Getting everything together was really hectic, and this was really not on my mind, unfortunately, but I find it really helpful to watch people's videos instead of just like reading a blog or like reading like a short little Instagram post. I follow LFitBody on Instagram. If I can figure out how to get her name up there, I will. And Emily Duncan as well, M_Dunk on Instagram, because we now in the 21st century call people by their Instagram names. Like if you ever seen anybody from Instagram in person and you're like, hey, you're Amanda Bucci Fit from Instagram or whatever. We do that nowadays. So I liked following them. They do really good YouTube video logs. They've both vlogged their whole entire prep. So unfortunately I didn't do that, but I'm going to start now. I also haven't even had a camera. I don't have a camera now. I'm doing this on my laptop. But I really want to get a camera this coming week before I leave for Team U, because I want to vlog the whole my traveling, what I bring with me to travel, when I get my tan, when I do my hair, my makeup, what I'm eating like throughout the day and things like that for leading up to the show, so I can show you guys that. Hopefully, I'm gonna check that out today. Maybe go to the mall and get a nice camera. What else? So I guess I'll start by saying I'm really sorry if I say a lot, because I'm not used to talking to a camera and videotaping myself, and I actually kind of skeet myself on camera. So I'm gonna try to get over that little awful fear. I'm gonna rewatch this and be like, ooh, but posting it anyway for you guys. So, okay, so I guess I'm gonna start off by saying that I think my mindset for competing is a little different than most people. I'm not like the most competitive person in the world. Even in high school, I wasn't really ever good at sports. Like, I sat the bench for the most part. Like, I didn't make the soccer team. I was terrible. I sat the bench for my lacrosse team. So my mindset throughout life has kind of just been like, if I'm not doing my best, then sure, I have an excuse to complain. But if I'm doing my absolute best at everything possible and bringing my best, I can't really like sit here and worry about my placing. Like, I pushed myself so hard through this whole entire prep, and I'm bringing my best to date for me. It may not be the best compared to everybody else. Like, maybe not yet. Maybe I need some more time. Maybe it's not my year this year. Like, I'm kind of at a disadvantage. It being my first national show, I'm not on one of those big teams. I know it even is kind of political, especially at like certain national shows and things like that. But I'm excited to compete. I'm excited to meet a lot of people. I'm excited to actually step on stage. Like, I love being on stage. It's one of the most fun parts about competing for me. Being on stage is like such a blast, and being able to show off all your hard work and everything like that. It's fun. Like, I wouldn't do it if it wasn't fun. And I wouldn't also do it if I didn't want to place well. Like, that's completely ridiculous, because we do pay a lot of money to compete in these shows. Like, you don't get paid when you win. You don't get paid having a certain amount of Instagram followers. Like, you have to figure it out on your own. Like, this is one of the only sports, even when you turn pro, you have to pay for the card. Like, again, like, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't love it. I do love it. I want to do well. I want to place well. I'm going to bring my absolute best to date, but once you get to show weekend, it's kind of out of your hands. Like, the whole entire... That's why they always say love the process and trust the process, because if you don't love the process and you only love the stage and like what the results are going to be, that's all out of your hands. Like, you have to love pushing yourself in the gym every day, like dealing with your like low carb day macros and things like that, and like eating your vegetables and making sure everything that you do is on point from the second you wake up to the minute you go to bed. Even getting a good night's sleep every night has to do with it. If you don't love the whole entire process, you go on stage and everything else is out of your hands, and you're like deciding whether or not you're going to be happy based off of what the judges say. Like, they may not like your body type, they may not like your hair, they may not like your suit. Like, bikini is so subjective. Like, have you ever seen that meme that says bikini, where the judges want you to have muscle but not too much muscle or something? I don't know, I'm on peak week brain right now. Like, sorry, I probably sound really stupid. Regardless, it's a very subjective sport, so you can't leave. So you really can't let your happiness be determined by what the judges say about you compared to everybody else. Like, if you just think about that for a minute, and you're waiting and waiting and waiting, and you're like, oh my god, I hope I do really well. Like, this is the best part. I'm going to get a first place trophy and win the overall and get my IFBB Pro card. Like, you're sitting there waiting for a judge to say, oh, like, she looked good compared to everybody else, but that girl looked better, so, like, she's not going to get it. Sorry. You have to love the entire process. You have to love bettering yourself. You have to enjoy the workouts. You have to do, like I said, you have to enjoy everything leading up to it, or else you're just going to set yourself up for, like, being pissed off and angry, and then getting frustrated and having a post-show rebound and gaining all of the weight back that you just lost. Like, you have to enjoy the whole of everything. So, this prep has been a really big struggle for me. My body does not like being lean. I'll tell you that right now. Like, it's resisted the whole way through prep. Like, you go through cycles in prep where you're losing weight and then you stall, and then you're losing weight again because you changed your macros, or like, I went on a diet break a couple of times where my coach upped my macros, just carbs, probably like closer to where my maintenance or whatever that is, maybe, so I can keep losing fat when I go back down to prep macros, whatever those were at the time. So every time you make a change is when you're stalling. So my body stalled a lot, so I had to make a lot of changes. At this point, I'm grinding a little harder than I thought I would be, but again, I thought also having an actual off season, and I got up to X amount of macros. I really liked Emily Duncan's video, her YouTube vlog, saying even if you're getting up to luxury macros in the off season and you're eating a lot in the off season, doesn't necessarily mean that you can cut and get lean on high macros. Like, you can't, like, certain people's bodies, like mine. I'm a small person, I'm an easy weight gainer, my body doesn't like being lean. I can't be cutting on a lot of carbs. Like, my body wants to cut on 1,200 calories, and that's what's going to happen. Obviously, my coach is smart enough to take my health into consideration. I would never stay on those low macros for a long extended period of time, but to get stage lean, like, that's what I have to do. So it's kind of been a struggle. For me, keeping everything together has really just been, like, telling myself, today's going to be a good day. I might be tired, but, like, why am I going to worry about being tired? The day's going to go on regardless of whether or not I'm complaining about it or not. So that was, that's what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to really just keep positive, and even if I may not be exactly where I want to be, I'm still the best that I've been in the past. Like, I'm better than I was at New England, and I'm better than I was at the NPC West Coast Classic last July, exactly a year ago. Like, far better. I made so many improvements in my body. My arms have actually like retained way more muscle than they did when I competed back in November. I looked like a freaking string bean on stage because my upper body, like, shreds really fast, my lower body does not. So I was really concerned about that. I retained a little bit more muscle this time around. I'm probably going to step on stage like 1 pound to 2 pounds heavier than I was in November, which is also a good thing. Like, we want that to happen. That means I have a little muscle gain from this past off season. So yay! Yay for muscle! Okay, I'll stop flexing. It's super annoying. So again, it's all about, for me at least, it's all about being better than I was, and I am. So I can't not be happy with that. Again, I'm really excited to compete. I'm even more excited to see my friends and family that are coming out to see me. It's going to be a great weekend, and I'm going to try my best to do this way more often. So if you guys have any questions at all, or anything, any suggestions, anything you want me to talk about, I'm going to be doing like full days of eating. I'm going to be starting my reverse diet after USA's, so I'm going to be doing a lot of things about that. I can do workouts. I can try to do workouts. That's really hard. What else can I do? I can do anything you guys suggest me to do in these videos, so give me all the suggestions. I'm excited for this. I hope it helps people. I hope you guys watch. Maybe you won't. Whatever. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna go to eat, and then I have posing practice, and then I have a nice little hour of cardio after that. So wish me luck. Bye everybody.